Go.
I'm untouchable, floating on a different plane. They can't figure out the method to my madness of my game. Untouchable, yeah. Running circles around the competition, rising up positions they ain't never seen. That's my ambition. Untouchable, built from elements they can't recreate. Every move calculated, separated from the hate. I'm untouchable, elevated to another stratosphere, making it crystal clear. This my year, no fear. Yo, I operate in frequencies the average can't perceive. Believe me when I'm speaking, I'm achieving what they deem impossible, unstoppable, illogical. My rise, surprise written on their faces when they realize I'm different from the typical individual, unique. Critique all you want, I'm reaching for the peak. Week after week, stacking wins like I'm building skyscrapers. Haters can't diminish what I'm milling. So create, innovate, dominate my sector, protector of my energy. My weaponry is missile, instrumental in my rise was the decision to commit. Split from mediocrity, ferocity, legit. Transmit signals that they can't intercept or decode. Mode of operation classified, I never showed my hand until the moment that I'm cashing in my chips. Trips around the globe while they still stuck on their strip. I'm untouchable, floating on a different plane. They can't figure out the method to my madness in my game. Untouchable, running circles round the competition, rising to positions they ain't never seen. That's my ambition. Untouchable, built from elements they can recreate. Every move calculated, separated from the hate. I'm untouchable, elevated to another stratosphere, making it crystal clear. This my year, no fear. Check it. Immune to the poison that they spreading in the air. Aware of all the tactics that they using everywhere. Prepared for confrontation, altercation with the fake. Snake detection in my vision, knock a spot them from away. Stay protected, never reckless with my circle on my trust. Dust settling reveals who really riding on the bus. Discussion ain't required when your actions demonstrate. Elevator bar, the drama calmer handles what I delegate. Navigate through politics without getting entangled. Mangled all the egos of the people who try angles. Triangles of deception, my perceptions to advance. Danced around in schemes, we're building empires in my stance. Finesse, romance, every aspect under my control. Soul attack, it's like the fact I'm rolling in the gold. Bold moves daily that can't trace my next position. Permission never ask for my decisions, create division. Untouchable, flowing on a different plane. They can't figure out the method to my madness of my game. Untouchable, running circles round the competition, rising to positions they ain't never seen. It's my ambition. Untouchable, built from elements they can't recreate. Every move calculated, separated from the hate. I'm untouchable, elevated to another stratosphere, making it crystal clear. This my year, no fear. My lack in destruction, different from the rest of population. Vibration on a level that requires explanation, but I keep it mysterious, serious about my privacy. Rivalry don't faze me, they can't replicate my alchemy. Chemistry between my thoughts and actions is explosive, corrosive to the old ways, bold ways unfold me. Notice how I'm moving like a phantom in the night. Sight unseen until I'm seated with a power for unite. Rewrite history with every chapter that I'm printing. Winning isn't optional, it's probable I'm printing off what on his trajectory that's almost scientific. Prolific with my output, no doubt I'm terrific. In execution, be contribution to the culture, monumental. Rental properties of my space, so fundamental. Elemental force in nature can't contain a tame. Blaming on genetics, energetics, I'm insane. Untouchable forever, untouchable forever. They can't reach this level, they can't reach this level. I'm on another page. Remember my day. Yeah. They told us the soil was too hard for seeds, but they forgot about the roots. Listen close. I walk lines, paint a flame on the gray stone, where every shadow got a story that remains unknown. We trade silence for the violence, quiet for the bread, navigating minefields just to rest a heavy head. I remember cold nights, windows taped up tight, using street lights to study, trying to make the future bright. Mama's hands calloused over from the war she fought, trying to untangle every web that the system caught. We turned trauma into armor, pain into a crest, heart beating like a piston inside a hollow chest. They see the room, I see the cathedral in the dust, building castles out of iron before it turns to rust. This ain't just rhyming, it's aligning with the truth. The forensic files of a stolen you. And these streets hold the weight of the names we call. We rise like the steam when the rain starts to fall, written in the scars etched into the bone. This concrete gospel from the kings with no code. Yeah, we break through the surface, we shatter the mold. greatest story that the pavement ever told. Look, I promised my reflection I would break the chain, turn the drought into a harvest when we catch the rain. I seen brothers turn to phantoms in the smoking haze, trading infinite potential for a numbered maze. But I'm the scribe of the vibe, the echo in the well, climbing heaven's ladder just to pull them out of hell. I want the deed, not the lease. I want the land, not the loan. I want the peace of mind that comes when you were fully grown. No more running from the sirens, we commanding the sound, planting flags of victory on this hallowed ground. It's heavy lifting when you're carrying the legacy, but heavy represents the strength that they refuse to see. And these streets hold the weight of the names we call. We rise like the steam when the rain starts to fall, breaking in the scar that's into the bone. This is concrete gospel from the king for no throne. Yeah, we break through the surface, we shatter them all. Oh, the greatest story that the pavement ever told. They ask me why I write it like this, cause ink is cheaper than blood, and the verse lasts longer than the memory. We got a monument that couldn't tell down. Echoes in the asphalt, hard to kill, hard in silence. Peace. Yeah. Late night play. Money on my mind. Let's talk. I'm up past 3 a.m. schemes running through my head, calculating every move before I even left the bed. Bread on my brain, champagne when the work complete, but right now it's coffee cold and hustle on repeat. See, they sleeping while I'm creeping toward my goals in silence, moving like a shadow, no announcements, no defiance, just compliance with my vision, every mission executed. Rooted in this trouble, but I'm blooming undisputed. Truth is I've been patient, waiting for my moment. Opponents thought I folded, but I'm holding on my components of success, the stress, the grind, the lonely nights, the fights inside my mind about what's wrong or what's right. Tight grip on my ambition, never slipping through the cracks. Stacks accumulating slowly while they asking where I'm at. Facts, I'm in the lab while they partying and flexing, perfecting every angle, building wealth that's complex. And midnight schemes, yeah, we plotting moves in the dark. Dreams take shape when you got that hungry spark. Yeah, midnight schemes, we be turning planes into art. Playing chess while these jokers playing cards. Yeah, midnight schemes, this is how the real ones start. From the bottom with a lion heart and heart. Yeah, midnight schemes, watch us leave our permanent mark. Silent grind, now we playing our part. Let's go. Check it, I don't need the spotlight, I need the blueprint. Blueprints lead to builders, builders lead to influence. Affluence is secondary to the legacy I'm building. Fulfilling every promise that I made when I was struggling. Juggling multiple ventures while they focused on the gram. I'm focused on expansion, understanding where I am. It's temporary, every victory stepping stone. Telephone stay silent cause I'd rather work alone. Run from the mistakes, the heartbreaks, the setbacks. Every no I ever got just made my comeback more exact. Facts over fiction when I'm speaking what I'm living. Giving gain to those who listen. Wisdom is my mission, position myself strategically. No moves are accidental, exponential is my growth rate, mental is my temple. Simple but effective, my method's been perfected, respected by the real ones who know what I invested. If life schemes, yeah, we plotting moves in the dark. Dreams take shape when they got that hungry spark. Yeah, midnight schemes, we be turning plans into art. Playing chess while they jokers playing cards. Yeah, midnight schemes, this is how the real ones start. From the bottom with a lion-hearted heart. Yeah, midnight schemes, watch us leave on permanent mark. Shining bright, now we paying on par. Let's go. Ship mentality, reality is what I'm making. Naked truth, most won't make it cause they fake it. Take it from someone that calculated every wish. Dismiss the doubters, pop it through when it got big, quick to a dad. Never trapped in one position. Vision always 20/20, even in the opposition. Superstition ain't my style, I believe in preparation. Dedication mixed with patience equals elevation. Station is station, building my foundation. No vacation, just creation, doesn't innovation. Conversation with myself about the next phase. That stays all I had, it's what the chest says. When my heart beating heavy with ambition and desire. Fire with my belly, never settling to gain a tire. Wired differently than people who just dream about it. I'm about it, every action speaks louder, no doubt. And midnight schemes, yeah, we pattern moves in the dark. Dreams take shape, and you got that home we spark. Yeah, midnight schemes, we be turning pins into art. Red chest, why these truckers paying cars? Yeah, midnight schemes, this is how the real ones start. From the bottom with a lion-hearted heart. Yeah, midnight schemes, got to sling up permanent mark. Shine grind, now we playing our part. Let's go, midnight scheme, song coming up. But the work don't stop, it's just the beginning.
Yeah. They said it couldn't be done. Watch what happens when greatness collides. Let's go! Untouchable force, we're demolishing the competition daily. Two unstoppable minds moving gracefully but crazily. Untouchable force, elevating to a different stratosphere, making money disappear. We engineer untouchable force. Watch us dominate the playing field. Every deal we sign is sealed, every wound we had is healed. Untouchable force, momentum building like a tidal wave. From the cradle to the grave with a brave.
Yo, I came from the trenches with a hunger in my belly. Now I'm eating with the elites, drinking Henny on the telly. Vision screen showing my achievements on repeat. Every feat I ever conquered started hungry on the street. Compete, I don't compete, I dominate my sector. Protector of my energy, my weaponry's my lecture. On success and how to get it through legitimate means. Fiending for the top spot, intervene between the schemes. Teams of opposition trying hard to slow me down, but clowns can't stop a hurricane approaching the town. Crown sitting on my head because I earned every jewel. Fueled by rejection, perfection, my hustle was the tool. Cool under pressure, measuring my moves with precision. Incision through the industry, my vision causes collision with the old guard who thought they had this whole thing locked. I knocked down every barrier, superior, never stop. Hold up, let me show you how the other side operates while he's conquering territories. I'm the one who navigates through contracts and negotiations. Strategic conversations, patience mixed with preparation equals our foundation. Station ourselves differently but unified in purpose. Service to the mission, never nervous on the surface. Worthless are the doubters who predicted we would fail. Derail their whole perception when we prevail without bail. Sail through every storm that tried to sink our operation. Dedication to each other is our only true salvation. Nation we're creating from the ground up, brick by brick. Slick with how we maneuver, smoother than your average click. Quick to capitalize when opportunity emerges. Purges all the negativity, submerges all the urgency. Perfectly we complement like pieces of a puzzle. Hustle in our DNA, today we break the muzzle. Untouchable force, we're demolishing the competition daily. Two unstoppable minds moving gracefully but crazily. Untouchable force, elevating to a different stratosphere, making money disappear. We engineer untouchable force. Watch us dominate the playing field. Every deal we sign is sealed, every one we had is healed. Untouchable force, momentum building like a tidal wave. From the cradle to the grave, we're the
Truth the statistics, ballistics of our rise to the top. Never stop for validation, just kept building the shop. Dropped every expectation society try to place. Embraced our own identity, velocity we race toward greatness unapologetically. Honestly we're built different than the average, managing without guilt. Tilted is the playing field but still we dominate. Demonstrate what's possible when two minds collaborate. Elevate each other when the pressure tries to crush. Hush the inner critic, pick each other up from dust. Trust implicit Implicitly, explicitly, we're family first. Rehearsed every scenario, prepared for best and worst.
Real talk, loyalty's the currency we value most. Coast to coast, our reputation's built on being close. Hostile opportunities because our word is bond. Respond to every challenge with a strategy beyond what normal people contemplate, we calculate in seconds. Weapons of mass production, no destruction, just ascension. Tension in the atmosphere when haters see us winning. Grinning as we're building what they said was just beginning to crumble, but we doubled down and tripled our investment. Present every quarter with results that represent the relentless pursuit of excellence. We embody squad deep with justice too. Nobody can stop our odyssey. Untouchable force. We're demolishing the competition daily. Two unstoppable minds moving gracefully but crazily. Untouchable force. Elevating to a different stratosphere, making money disappear. We engineer untouchable force. Watch us dominate the playing field. Every deal we sign is sealed. Every wound we had is healed. Untouchable force. Momentum building like a tidal wave. From the cradle to the grave, we're the bravest of the brave.
Untouchable, 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 unbreakable, untouchable, undeniable, from the dirt to the worth, untouchable force, taking over the earth.
Untouchable, can't be stopped, can't be copied. We're eternal, yeah.
What? Yeah. Let's go.
Blood on my hands from the battles that I fought.
What?
Every scar on my soul is a lesson that I caused.
Come on.
Blood on my hands, I ain't running from my past. Face the devil out of eye, still standing, I'ma last.
Yeah.
Blood on my hands, darkness haunting every step. Wanna fight through the pain, never fold, no regret.
Come on.
Blood on my hands, warrior till I'm in the dirt. It's the type of pain to make a grown man hurt.
What?
Y'all don't know the demons that I fight when I'm alone. The screams inside my head when I'm sitting in my home. The throne that I'm sitting on is built from broken bones, my own and everybody else who tried to take my zone. I roam through the darkness like a wolf without a pack attack. Everything is breathing when they come at me whack. The facts is I'm damaged, but the damage made me strong. Wrong or right, I fight every night just to carry on. Lord, forgive me for the sins that I committed in the street. Complete destruction of my enemies, I'm bringing the heat. Compete, nah, I eliminate, I dominate the weak. Speak my truth through aggression, every bar that I speak. Bleak is the outlook when you live in how I live, but I give everything I got, so there ain't nothing left to give. Forgive, it ain't in my nature, I remember every slight fight till my knuckles bloody, that's the only thing that's right. Blood on my hands from the battles that I fought.
What?
Every scar on my soul is a lesson that I caught. Blood on my hands, I ain't running from my past. If the devil out of eye, still standing, I'ma last.
Yeah.
Blood on my hands, darkness haunting every step. When I fight through the pain, never fold, no regret.
Come on.
Blood on my hands, warrior till I'm in the dirt. It's the type of pain to make a grown man hurt.
Come on.
Look into my eyes, see the pain is buried deep. Secrets that I keep with me up from my sleep. I weep behind closed doors where nobody can see the real me. Struggling with the beast that I be free. I ain't never been free from the chains. Veins full of rage that I can't even explain. The rain can't wash away the stains on my conscience. Monstrous thoughts consume me, but I'm being honest. I lost good people to the streets and to the system. Mr. Mary Day, wish I could've been into a system. With the distance between right and wrong, it's a thin line, and I've been crossed it multiple times. Paying for my pounds don't make dollars when your soul is in debt. Every breath is a reminder of the things I regret. Yet I get up every morning, ice the mirror and I see it's surviving, not a victim. That's the realest part of me. From the battles that I fought.
What?
Every scar on my soul is a lesson that I call. Blood on my hands, I ain't running from my past. If the devil out of eye, still standing on my last.
Yeah.
Blood on my hands, darkness on every step.
What?
Fight, boo thing, never fold, no regret.
Come on.
Blood on my hands, warrior till I'm in the dirt. It's the type of thing to make a grown man hurt. Yeah. Dear God, I know I ain't the perfect child. If out is my record, but my heart is reconciled to the fact that I'm flawed. But I'm fighting every day, praying that you hear me when I kneel down. And I pray the way y'all praise me. He the animal I am, but damn, I try to be deader than the streets programmed. The band for me to be breaking generational curses. Person from the Bible, me for verses from the streets. The beast inside is hungry, but I'm feeding it less. Blessed by the struggle, every test made me confess that I'm stronger than I thought. When the pressure was a blind cry. Tears of a warrior for my pride never die. But I provide for my family with these callous hands. Plans that I'm making ain't always understand, but staying nowhere regardless. Hardest times made me this man who you see scarred, but he's free. Yeah, blood on my hand. Where the decks? My heart, I ain't perfect, but I'm trying, it's real. Tight, tight. Dog this. Dog. Dog. Hey, yo, this. Hey, yo, this.
Yo. Turn the mics up. They think they safe. Nah. Double jeopardy. Watch this. Let's hit 'em.
We playing double jeopardy. The stakes are rising high. You looking for an exit, but there's nowhere left to fly. We cut off every angle, yeah, we block off every road. Two different kinds of killers, strictly sticking to the code. We playing double jeopardy. You gamble and you lose. Brings the heavy muscle while the other lights the fuse. It's a synchronized attack, yeah, we coming for the throat. We burning down the castle while we swimming across the moat. I'm the avalanche coming down the mountain heavy. Got the engine roaring loud inside the supercharged Chevy. I don't wait for permission, I just kick in the gate. I'm the master of the chaos, I'm the sealer of fate. I bring the noise and the riot, leave the room in a mess. While you playing checkers, I ain't even playing chess. I'm playing flip the whole board, punch the clock, knock 'em out. I'm the scream in the silence, I'm the shadow of doubt. I run on high octane, adrenaline and rage. I'm a beast that you never should've let out the cage. I smash the window, grab the jewels, and I vanish in smoke, leaving nothing but the punchline to a very bad joke. Okay, calm down, partner, let me sweep up the glass. Someone who calculates the mass and velocity of gas. While he's making all the noise, I'm disabling the alarm. I'm the surgical precision that protects us from harm. I analyze the variables, the friction and drag. I'm the one who put the money in the duffel bag. He's the hammer, I'm the scalpel, cutting clean and precise. He's the fire in the oven, I'm the block of dry ice. I map the exit route before we even enter the room. I'm the whisper in the dark that is predicting the doom. He creates the diversion, I extract the asset. We the perfect combination, undeniably. Double jeopardy, the stakes are rising high. You looking for an exit, but there's nowhere left to fly. We cut off every angle, yeah, we block off every road. Two different kinds of killers, strictly sticking to the code. We playing double jeopardy, you gamble and you lose. What brings the heavy muscle while the other lights the fuse? It's a synchronized attack, yeah, we coming for the throat. We burning down the castle while we swimming across the moat. See, I got trust issues, so I trust the man to my right. He watches my six when we moving through the night. I handle intimidation, making sure they comply. Looking every single hater right inside of the eye. I'm the front man, loud man, standing center stage. Channeling the energy and turning the page. On the weak competition, yeah, we eating alive. It's the survival of the fittest and only we survive. And I stay in the back, checking angles on the cam. I'm the architect, executing every part of the plan. We's taking all the credit, I'm counting the cash. Storing digital crypto in an encrypted stash. It's a symbiotic system, yeah, we feed off the strength. We go to any depth and we go to any length to secure the legacy, the dynasty, the crown. I build the elevator while he burns the stairs down. Double jeopardy, the stakes are rising high. You looking for an exit, but there's nowhere left to fly. We cut off every angle, yeah, we block off every road. Two different kinds of killers, strictly sticking to the code. We playing double jeopardy, you gamble and you lose. One brings a heavy muscle while the other lights the fuse. It's a synchronized attack, yeah, we coming for the throat. We burning down the castle while we swimming across the moat. I bring the heat, person two. I bring the cold, person one. I break the mold, person two. I fold the gold, person one. I start the fight, person two. I end it right, person one. I own the day, person two. I own the night, person one. Double jeopardy, we got the game locked tight, double down. Pay up or get out, we running this. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Clear the blast radius. It's about to get critical. T-minus 10 seconds.
Let's detonate, start the chain reaction. Chemical attraction, breaking down the atoms into absolute fractions. Start the chain reaction, total satisfaction. Coming for the center of the main attraction. Start the chain reaction, fatal interaction. Moving with the force of a nuclear action. Start the chain reaction, gaining all the traction. Leaving
nothing standing, just a hollow abstraction. I'm the spark that hits the powder, turning up the heat. I'm the unstable element, walking on the street. I got a short fuse burning, better back away. I'm a snick of dynamite, looking for a place to play. I don't plan the explosion, I just let it rip. I'm the chaotic captain of a sinking ship. I bring the shockwave, shattering the glass and stone. I'm the king of the rubble, sitting on a broken throne. They try to bottle me up, put me in a jagged jar, but I explode like the birth of a supernova star. I'm raw energy, burning at 1,000 degrees, bringing the whole entire city down to its knees. And I'm the scientist watching from the bunker deep. I'm the one who decides what secrets that we keep. He's the raw power, but I'm the guidance system. If the targets are moving, I'll make sure he doesn't miss them. I calculate the fallout, measure the decay. I'm the cold logic, planning out the judgment day. He brings the fire, but I supply the oxygen flow. I'm determined exactly when and where we're gonna blow. I'm the architect of ruin, structure and design, turning this chaotic mess into something divine. Controlled demolition, precise and exact. We signed a treaty in blood, a radioactive pact. The chain reaction, chemical attraction, breaking down the atoms into absolute fractions. Start the chain reaction, total satisfaction, coming for the center of the main attraction. Start the chain reaction, fatal interaction, moving with the force of a nuclear action. Start the chain reaction, gaining all the traction, leaving nothing standing, just a hollow abstraction. We feed off the pressure, diamonds in the dust, we turn the iron into steel, then the steel to rust. I'm accelerating particles spinning in the void. I'm the monster that the government cannot avoid. When we link up, the zombie counter starts to clink. The atmosphere gets heavy and the fog gets thick. I'm the hammer of the gods, falling from the sky. I don't need a reason and I don't need an alibi. Exactly, we the physics that you can't deny. The laws of thermodynamics that apply to every rival trying to step into the danger zone. We stuff the flesh and we incinerate the bone. It's a fusion of the wild and the disciplined mind, leaving all the primitive competitors behind. I set the timer, he pushes down the plunger fast, building a future out of the ashes of the past. Start the chain reaction, chemical attraction, breaking down the atoms into absolute fractions. Start the chain reaction, total satisfaction, coming for the center where the main attraction. Start the chain reaction, fatal interaction, moving with the force of a nuclear action. Start the chain reaction, baiting all the traction, leaving nothing standing, just a hollow abstraction. It's over mushroom cloud, just settles. We still saving, yeah. Gone.
Keys hit the Sora memento, made every kind of ring. Today felt like a marathon, a tangle sort of thing. Shoes off, hit the door, let the hardwood need my socks. Finally off the cart, finally off the bar. Starting to the kitchen, let the fridge light lead the sun. Cracking open something cold, the day is finally done. Windows cracked a tiny dip, I bet the night waiting. Watching where the shadows end or where the walls begin. It's that how long frequency, the peace I really need. Smoke rise into the ceiling, then it like a sea. Guess the simple scene, nothing fancy in the free. Lavender clouds drifting off, forgetting my own name. It's the blow on after, no rush, no waste. Just me in the steady, in my own little stage. The city's out there screaming, but the glass is big enough to muffle all the static and the edges of the rough. I'm floating on the sofa, remote held in my hand. Background chatter, homie coming late, night talk so bad. My mind starts to wander, swimming with the beat. Swamp percussion hitting like the rhythm of the street. A softened by the reefer, deviant so light. I'm opinions I just living room. I list for just tonight. No notifications, no blue light glare. Did the weight of the movement and the stillness in the air. Breathe it in deep, then I let it all out. This is what the quiet is really all about. It's that homegrown fit and see the peace I really need. Small pies under the ceiling, fanning like a sea. Just a simple scene, I've been fancying the free. Napping the clouds, drifting, I'm forgetting my own name. Yeah, it's the glow I'm after, no crush, no waste. Just me and a steady, in my own little space. Moonlight on the table, thoughts of feeling stable. Bakery in every breath. The track opens with the sound of light rain tapping against a window pane. A warm walking bass line enters first, followed by a crisp, slightly swung boom bap beat. A soulful electric piano plays a soft 4-chord progression. Stood at a window just to watch the streetlights glow. The world is moving fast, but I'm moving slow. Raindrops racing down the glass, a steady little beat. I'm glad to be inside, away from the concrete. Left the phone on the counter, screen facing the wood. Finally disconnected, doing what I should. Water in the kettle starts to whisper and hum, waiting for the quiet and the clarity to come. Yeah, it's that homegrown frequency, steady kind of light. Just a moment of reflection in the middle of the night. No static in the air, no weight on my chest. Just the rhythm of the rain and a heart at rest. Yeah, it's a simple scene, nothing fancy in the frame. Just the steam and the silence, and I'm glad I came. Steam curls up in a spiral, disappearing in the air. I'm leaning back into the cushions of the easy chair, thinking about the melodies that hide inside the day, the ones that get buried when the work gets in the way. Bass lines thick like a blanket, keeping me warm. A little bit of shelter from the center of the storm. Stirring in some honey, watching how the golden flows. Everything is peaceful, everything just knows. No need to rush the clock, no need to chase the sun. I'm finding all the victories in everything I've done. Just breathing, just being, just holding the cup, waiting for the morning, but I'm in no hurry to be up. Yeah, it's that homegrown frequency, steady kind of light. Just a moment of reflection in the middle of the night. No static in the air, no weight on my chest. Just the rhythm of the rain and a heart at rest. Yeah, it's a simple scene, nothing fancy in the frame. Just the steam and the silence, and I'm glad I came. Light in the hallway, thoughts feeling okay. Just a simple scene.
The sound of a vinyl record needle dropping, followed by a thick, warm bass line and a mellow electric piano chord. The drum beat is deep and muffled, like it's playing in the next room.
Shelf full of stories, spines looking back at me. A little bit of peace is the highest degree. Found a quiet corner where the shadows like to play, hiding from the noise and the clutter of the day. Old book smells like a memory in time, trying to find the rhythm and the reason and the rhyme. Porcelain cups sitting steady on the tray, watching how the sunset starts to fade into the gray. It's that homegrown frequency, the steady kind of calm, reading through the lines like a healing kind of balm. No static in the signal, no weight upon the mind, just the simple treasures that I'm lucky enough to find. Yeah, it's the glow I'm after, no rush, no rage, just me and the pages in my own little space. In places that I've never even seen, living in the silence and the spaces in between. The piano's playing chords that feel like a soft embrace. Everything is moving at a gentle human pace. Bassline's got a heartbeat swinging with the mood, finding all the wisdom in the quiet solitude. Turn another page while the city lights blink, taking all the time I need to actually think. Ink on the edges, soft window ledges, the story is ending. Sunlight stretching long across the wooden floor, a different kind of energy than the day before. Dust motes dancing in a single golden beam, waking up slowly from a half-forgotten dream. Notebooks open and the ink is flowing fast, leaving all the heavy thoughts back in the past. No blue light glare, just the morning air is sweet, feeling every floorboard underneath my feet. It's that homegrown frequency, the morning in my soul, taking back the pieces, making everything feel whole. Just a quiet focus, nothing fancy in the view. Everything is starting, everything is looking new. Yeah, it's the glow I'm after. No pressure, no pace, just me in the morning in my own little space. A little bit of steam, life feels steady like a slow-moving stream. Thinking about the goals I'm gonna reach today, finding all the words I didn't know how to say. Melody is swinging, leaning back into the groove. I don't need a rush to make a winning move. The drum beat's organic, hitting like a steady heart. Every single second is a brand new start. The paper clouds like a vapor, morning is steady. Yeah, perspective is a luxury, architecture of the mind. Let's build it brick by brick, keep it smooth but keep it solid. I'm the architect of silence, building fortresses of peace, watching all the static and the heavy friction cease. Calculated steps, I don't stumble, I don't slide. I'm navigating life with the universe as my guide. Every sentence is a blueprint, every rhyme is a beam, constructing a reality that's bigger than a dream. I'm a veteran of discipline, a scholar of the weight. I don't leave the outcome of the mission up to fate. The hardwood underfoot is a testament to ground. I'm finding all the wisdom where the ego isn't found. No flashy invitations, no chasing for the clout. I'm figuring the internal mechanics all out. The ink is flowing steady like a river through the soul, taking every fragment, making every portion whole. The sun is hitting different on the ceramic and the wood. I'm doing what I must, not just doing what I should. It's that homegrown frequency, the iron and the velvet. The world is throwing weight, but I'm steady cause I felt it. Just a quiet focus, nothing fancy in the frame. I'm protecting the spirit while I'm honoring the name. Yeah, it's the glow I'm after, no pressure, no pace. Just me and the clarity in my own little space. Hey, 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 hey. I'm a sovereign in my skin, I'm a titan in the chair. Filtering the oxygen and the static in the air. I see the dust dancing in a single golden ray. It's the physics of the piece in the middle of the day. I'm a student of the classics, I'm a master of the flow. I'm planting all the wisdom that the busy don't know. The rhyme scheme is intricate, the message is a tool. I'm playing by the logic of the transcendental school. No shortcuts to the summit, no bypass to the grace. You gotta look the mirror in this weary little face. I'm refining all the copper till it's turning into gold. Respecting every lesson that the ancestors told. The baseline is a heartbeat, deep and very thick. I'm lighting up the candle and I'm trimming down the wick. I'm a craftsman of the cadence, a mason of the word, making sure the message is the only thing that's heard. It's that homegrown frequency, the iron and the velvet. The world is throwing weight, but I'm steady cause I felt it. Just a quiet focus, nothing fancy in the frame. I'm protecting the spirit while I'm honoring the name. Yeah, it's the glow I'm after, no pressure, no pace. Just me and the clarity in my own little space. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. The legacy is quiet, it don't need to make a sound. It's the root system growing deep underneath the ground. I'm harvesting the patience, I'm bottling the light. I'm setting up the canvas just to finish it tonight. The city's out there screaming, but the glass is thick enough to muffle all the static in the edges of the rough. I'm a king on a sofa, I'm a monk with a pen. I'm ready for the morning when it circles back again. Checking off the victories that nobody can see. The greatest one of all is just becoming who I be. The rhythm is a river, the melody is light. I'm saying mission accomplished to the middle of the night. No static in the signal, no weight upon the mind. Yeah, leaving every shallow little sentiment behind. It's that homegrown frequency, the iron and the velvet. The world is throwing weight, but I'm steady cause I felt it. Just a quiet focus, nothing fancy in the frame. I'm protecting the spirit while I'm honoring the name. Yeah, it's the glow I'm after, no pressure, no pace. Just me and the clarity in my own little space. Hey, yeah. Top of the movie, y'all arms, just a vision. Let's blow. The sunrise is a witness to the vision I'm sketching. I'm a second guessing or the mental soul stretching. Waiting to put the hunger, not the count in the gut. Opening the shutters while the doubt is staged shut. I'm a pioneer of thought, navigating the blade. Putting coins in the spirit, not the gold in the bait. Ink is a river and the page is the valley. I don't count pronounces, I just look at the tally. Every stroke of the pen is a brick in the wall. Rising up from the sun and standing up right and tall. No go like distractions, a attraction of truth. Got a wisdom to the fire and youth. I'm the author and the editor, leading the light. Turning every morning into something that's bright. Your hardwood is cold, but the heart is a flame. Lighting animation, not the hype or the face. That hormone frequency, the morning in my soul. Taking back the pieces, making everything feel whole. Just a quiet focus, nothing fancy in the view. Everything is starting, everything is looking new. There's the glow I'm after, no pressure, no place. Just me me in the morning in my own little space. Hey. My coffee is a ritual, the steam is a craft. Clearing out the static and the weight in the air. I see the dust motes bouncing in a single gold beam. It's the physics of the spirit, it's the logic of a dream. I'm leaning back into the pockets, ringing with the beat, applying the rhythm to the soles of my feet. The rhyme scheme is intricate, the message is plain. I'm harvesting the sunshine and I'm blessed to rain. Don't need a crowd to validate the work of the mind. I'm leaving every negative attachment behind. The notebook is a map to a lane I'm designing, where the labor and the love are perpetually aligning. Check the signature, the cursor is bold. I'm refining the topic till it's turning to gold. The first page is heavy, but the story is light, setting up the narrative, you finish it right. Identify the goal, they provide soul. The pen is the tool that keeps the spirit in control. Write it down, realize it's right. Peace is the treasure, and I'm paying the price. Is the homegrown frequency in the morning, in my soul, in my soul. Taking back the pieces, making everything feel whole. Homegrown frequency in the morning, in my soul. The ink stays wet, the mind stays sad. Chapter 1, we just begun.
Yeah, you provide the light, I provide the foundation. It's a delicate balance. Let's breathe.
I'm carving out the logic while the world is full of noise, maintaining every bit of my internal mental poise. It's the stone in the garden, it's the anchor in the deep. I'm making sure the promises a character I keep. The city's got a rhythm, but it's jagged and it's loud. I'm looking for the silver lining hidden in the cloud. I'm a student of the stillness, a professor of the pause, operating outside of the superficial laws. My flow is like the river, unbothered by the rain, filtering the wisdom from the struggle and the pain. I'm building up the pillars, I'm drafting out the floor. Every time I close the blinds, I'm opening the door to a sanctuary spirit where the truth is the design. I'm staying on the path and I'm staying on the line. It's a masterclass in focus, it's a manual for grace. I'm the only one who's running in this solitary race.
I'll be the echo in the hall, the light against the wall, giving you the spirit so you never have to fall. It's a homegrown frequency, a melody so sweet, finding all the rhythm where the soul and silver meet. We're just floating in the glow, no pressure, no pace, building up a heaven in our own little space.
Check the blueprint of the heart, it's a hand-drawn map, bridging every canyon and filling every gap. I'm a mason of the moment, I'm a carpenter of thought, valuing the lessons that can never be bought. The kettle's on the burner, the steam is rising slow. That's the only kind of energy I'm looking for to grow. I don't need the neon or the high-speed chase. I'm finding all the luxury in a slower kind of pace. The rhyme is the mortar, the reason is the brick. I'm lighting up the room and I'm trimming down the wick. I'm a scholar of the shadows, I'm a student of the light, turning every heavy thought to something that is bright. No static on the signal, no clutter on the desk, giving every weary nerve a moment of the rest. I'm a veteran of hustle, but a master of the calm, applying every sentence like a medicinal balm.
I'll be the echo in the hall, the light against the wall, giving you the spirit so you never have to fall. It's a homegrown frequency, a melody so sweet, finding all the rhythm where the soul and silver meet. We're just floating in the glow, no pressure, no pace, building up a heaven in our own little space. The foundation is set
and the spirit is high.
Ooh, we're building the floor
while we look at the sky.
Ooh, it's a physical piece,
it's a melodic release,
watching all the heavy tension finally cease.
The sun is fading out, but the vision's getting clear, leaving every shadow in the echoes of the fear. I'm refined like the copper, I'm solid like the oak, finding out the substance is more than mirrors and smoke. They use mostly guitar as a soft-spoken guide, taking all the ego and just putting it aside. I'm a king in the kitchen, I'm a monk with a pen, ready for the cycle when it starts up again. I'm thankful for the partner, I'm thankful for the tone, finding out that nobody ever truly alone. If you got the architecture and you got the light, you can make a sanctuary out of any kind of night. The final page is turning, the ink is almost dry. I'm looking at the stars in the purple of the sky.
I'll be the echo in the hall, the light against the wall, giving you the spirit so you never have to fall. It's a homegrown frequency, a melody so sweet, finding all the rhythm where the soul and silver meet. We're just floating in the glow, no pressure, no pace, building up a heaven in our own little space.
Can't rush the architecture, precision over pace, measure twice, cut once. Let's look at the frame.
The desk is a workshop, the mind is a mill, turning every raw thought into iron and will. I don't chase the lightning, I'm building a rod, navigating through the noise with the rim and nod. Every syllable is weighted, every comma is a stone. I'm a sovereign of the silence, I'm a king on the throne. Calculated movements, no energy is leaked. I'm a student of the craft and the message I seek. The city's out there barking like a dog on a chain, but I'm sheltered in the spirit, unbothered by the rain. I see the geometry in the way the shadows fall, writing down the testament on a digital wall. No shortcuts to the mastery, no skip to the end. I'm treating every failure like a long lost friend. The ink is a legacy, the paper is the ground. I'm finding every treasure where the truth can be found. It's that homegrown frequency, the steady kind of light, making sure the foundation is solid and right. Just a quiet focus, nothing fancy in the view, turning every old lesson into something that's new. Yeah, it's the glow I'm after, no pressure, no pace, just me and the craftsmanship in my own little space. Hey, 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 look. Look, the ego is a ghost, but the character is bone. I'm carving out the vision in the middle of the zone. Respect the mechanical, the logic of the gear, leaving every frantic little sentiment and fear. I'm an alchemist of cadence, I'm a mason of the bar. I don't need a telescope to see who we are. I'm refining the process, I'm trimming down the fact, giving every verse a home and a place to be at. The roads, piano chords are like a velvet embrace, matching up exactly with the lines on my face. I've been through the winters and I've been through the storms. Now I'm finding all the beauty in the functional forms. The kettle is a whisper, the clock is a beat. Everything is balanced and everything is sweet. I'm a veteran of discipline, a scholar of the pause, writing out the spirit with the natural. It's that homegrown frequency, the steady kind of light, making sure the foundation is solid right. Just a quiet focus, nothing fancy in the view, turning every old lesson into something that's new. Yeah, it's the glow I'm after, no pressure, no pace, just me and the craftsmanship in my own little space. The sun's going down, but the work is just beginning. Inside of the stillness is where I'm actually winning. Not a dollar in the pocket, but a wealth in the chest, giving every heavy mental obligation a rest. I'm an architect of energy, I'm a builder of the vibe, connecting with the ancestors of the lyrical tribe. The bruised guitar is a soft-spoken sage, watching every character I put on the page. I'm thankful for the clarity, I'm thankful for the time, finding all the logic in the reason and the rhyme. No static on the radio, no clutter in the mind, leaving every shallow little interaction behind. The final line is written and the signature is set. Everything is victory with no room for regret. I'm closing up the workshop, I'm dimming down the lights, saying mission accomplished to the middle of that homegrown frequency, a steady kind of light, making sure the foundation is solid and right.
just a quiet focus, nothing fancy in the view, turning every old lesson into something that's new. Yeah, it's the glow I'm after, no pressure, no pace, just me and the craftsmanship in my own little space. Yeah, hey, hey. It's that homegrown frequency, homegrown frequency. Really gonna like. It's that homegrown frequency, homegrown frequency. Really gonna like. I'm a student of the stillness, a master of the lane. Staying dry inside the spirit while it's standing in the rain. I don't follow every flicker, I don't chase every spark. I'm the one who keeps the steady light inside of the dark. The notebook is the vessel, the ink is the fuel. Operating by the logic of the old school rule. Measure twice for the vision, cut once for the truth. Applying all the wisdom to the fire of the youth. The city is a static, a frequency of gray, but I'm finding all the color in a different kind of way. I see the architecture in the movement of the clouds, finding every bit of clarity away from the crowds. No hollow invitation, no sitting at the table if the legs are the foundation aren't sturdy and stable. I'm an alchemist of focus, I'm a mason of the rhyme, building up a monument that's gonna stand the test of time. It's that homegrown frequency, the constant in the chest, giving every heavy mental obligation a rest. Just a quiet focus, nothing fancy in the view, turning every old perspective into something that is new. Yeah, it's the glow I'm after. No pressure, no pace, just me and the compass. It's in my own little stain. Look, the ego is a desert, but the character's a well. Digging for the substance where the quiet spirits dwell. I'm a veteran of patience, a scholar of the pause, writing out the narrative with the natural laws. The rose piano melodies, a soft-spoken friend, accompanying the journey to the very last end. I'm refining every cadence till the message is a gem. While they're looking at the flower, I'm protecting the stem. I don't need a spotlight to see where I'm going. I'm watching how the river of the consciousness is flowing. Be a crystal hits on a melodic kind of map, closing every distance and filling every gap. I'm a pioneer of purpose, a surveyor of the soul, taking every broken fragment, making everything whole. No shortcuts to the summit, no bypass to the height. You gotta walk the narrow path in the middle of the night. It's that homegrown frequency, the constant in the chest, giving every heavy mental obligation a rest. Just a quiet focus, nothing fancy in the view, turning every old perspective into something that is new. Yeah, it's the glow I'm after. No pressure, no pace, just me and the compass in my own little space. Yeah. The sun is fading out, but the north is still clear, leaving every shadow in the echoes of the fear. I'm a king on a porch, I'm a monk with a pen, waiting for the cycle when it circles back again. The rhyme scheme is solid, the message is a tool. I'm staying far away from the kingdom of the fool. I'm an architect of energy, I'm a pilot of grace, putting every pillar in its designated place. The porcelain is warm and the steam is rising high. I'm watching how the purple starts to decorate the sky. I'm thankful for the clarity, I'm thankful for the time, finding all the logic in the reason and the rhyme. No static on the radio, no clutter in the mind, leaving every shallow little sentiment behind. The final page is turning and the signature is set. Everything is victory with no room for regret. It's that homegrown frequency, the constant in the chest, giving every heavy mental obligation a rest. Just a quiet focus, nothing fancy in the view, turning every old perspective into something that is new. Yeah, it's the glow I'm after. No pressure, no pace, just me and the compass.